Hey everyone, and welcome. The film we're going to be talking about today is one of my favorite horror films, The Conjuring. Fun fact, or maybe not so fun fact, the film is actually based off of a true story, which we'll get into a little bit later. The movie came out in 2013 and stars Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson and was directed by James Wan. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The Conjuring tells the story of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, who in the 1970s decides to help the parents. The parents have just purchased a new house with their daughters when strange occurrences start happening, which leads them to seek help from the Warrens. We come to find out that they are being haunted by a demonic presence. The events start off small, but as the Warrens learn more about the history of the house, these events escalate in a horrifying fashion. Forced to confront a powerful demonic entity, the Warrens find themselves caught in one of the most terrifying cases of their lives. This film has a great cast. You have Scream King Patrick Wilson, who you may remember from Watchmen, Insidious, or Fargo. There was Scream Queen Vera Farmiga, who starred in films like The Orphan, Godzilla King of Monsters, and the show Bates Motel. Lili Taylor, who was in Hemlock Grove, The Haunting, and American Crime. Joey King, who has been in the Kissing Booth movies, The Act, and The Dark Knight Rises. The film was also directed by James Wan, who directed Insidious, Aquaman, and Furious 7. So let's talk about the true part of the movie. The family actually lived in the house for about 10 years because they couldn't leave due to financial constraints. The house itself is located in Harrisville, Rhode Island. Prior to the family moving in, there had actually been numerous deaths on the property. The family said that most of the ghosts were harmless, but the one shown in the film, Bathsheba, was the worst one. Bathsheba lived on the property in the mid 1800s and was believed to be a Satanist and to have killed one of the neighbor's kids while living there. One of the daughters noted that they typically avoided the cellar because of strange occurrences that would happen down there. When their father would go to the basement for repairs, he could feel this cold, stinking presence behind him. The Warrens actually made multiple trips to the house, and once they even did a seance in which the mother of the house became possessed and started speaking in tongues. The Warrens were kicked out after the seance, and the family continued living in the house until they were able to move in 1980, at which the haunting stopped. The main difference from this movie is that there was an exorcism performed, which is not true. I just think that this is such a crazy story, and I'm just so happy I didn't have to live it. One of my favorite scenes from this movie is when the mother and some of the kids are playing hide and clap, and the mother hears something down in the cellar, so she decides to go check it out. And so she goes down there, and on her way out, the door slams and all the lights go out. She starts lighting these matches one by one at the top of the stairs to try to see what's going on because she keeps hearing this laugh. And so she's going through these matches, and then at the end, she lights this last match, and then you see some hands reach out from behind her and do this double clap, and then the lights go out, and she's just screaming. And I think that that scene just like really stuck with me because like the double clap, but also it was kind of scary because I was like, you're just expecting someone to be like coming from like in front of her, and like the scene is kind of wide, but then you realize that the person is actually kind of behind her. Whew. I think that this is one of the best scary movies that I've seen. The story is so captivating, and I love movies that are based off of real events so I can look them up after and figure out what actually happened. The effects seem real and make you feel bad for the family while also trying to figure out when's the next time I'm going to be scared. I love the acting in this movie, and Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson do a phenomenal job. James Wan also does a great job with directing. If you're looking for a good scary movie that's going to make your heart race and get you jumping, I definitely suggest you take a look at The Conjuring. Thank you for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so you can keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.